Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. I want to talk to you guys about one of my, if not perhaps my favorite moment in the Tower of God series, and it might surprise you. It's not a Mew love scene.
NANI?
As much as Mew Love is my favorite character, everything he does is awesome. Every panel he shows up in is essential, it's important, and we need it. And the blue ore goes crazy, and Bam still needs to run my man his royalties and payments for running off with blue ore for quite some time before he started to just fly and use his wings. I want to talk about it, and I want you guys to also share your favorite Tower of God moment with me. I'll probably do a follow-up video where I talk about maybe like top 10 or 5, 6, I don't know, Tower of God moments in general. At least my favorites. I'm gonna go top because, you know, I'm gonna be subjective with this, but it's one that I reference pretty often, and I'm wondering if you guys are gonna be able to remember this. And I wonder how many of you guys remember who my first favorite character in Tower of God was, kind of in my first like read through. And it's a Kun Ran moment. Now, I miss Ran. We have not seen the boy in quite some time. The read-on, lightning pill poppin' legend himself has one of the best, most classic battles in the series with Anak Zahard in the workshop. An absolute banger. Obviously, Paracool, the Axis, the god himself was the true victor, but it's with his fight with Iniesta. And I've always been a fan of Iniesta, and I think he's a little underrated in terms of the role that he played in the Name Hunt Station. I'm not going to overstate it and act like, oh, his trickle-down effect, it has such impact. Like, no, we're not gonna go too far with it, but I do think within the arc that he was in, he had a lot of good moments and a great send-off that I don't think a lot of people maybe appreciate, though I have spoken about it, but not as often as I probably should. And the moment is simply a line that he remembers from Macheni mid-battle with the REA swordsmanship, which I found interesting because I actually believe it comes full circle when we learn that the laws of the tower make it so that, or maybe you can say that the REA family swordsmanship is so powerful and omnipotent in terms of the way that it comes at you. I say omnipotent, I meant omnidirectional, that you can't dodge it. White was able to display this with his fight with that guy who can catch stuff, and even when Bam was dodging it, it was like unheard of, but he's an irregular, so he can kind of skirt the rules. And it's basically the idea that when you're fighting the REA families, do not try to dodge their swords attacks. Do not try to dodge their sword attacks. You take the hit and you hit them with something stronger. And I just think that's so raw, and it's something that I think became truer as we've seen more REA swordsmanship, but it's such a wild thing to think like you can't really dodge this. Now maybe you can brace yourself for the hit, maybe you have barriers and spells and items that could block it, but you can't dodge it. So the best way for you to win against somebody who can hack your body to pieces or stab you is to just let it hit you, but hit them with something stronger. And I just always found that scene so raw. I really hope Rand comes back into the story soon because we really do need the boy. He's him. That's all I have to say for this video. I'm not gonna make this go on any longer than it needs to, but I want you guys to share with me, like, it could be a moment that you really like, but like I would like your favorite moment in the Tower of God series, like that, or scene, whatever the case may be. And you guys have yourselves a mighty fine day. We have been bleeding numbers and pledgers over the last few months. I really need your guys' help and support on the Patreon, but for everyone who's here, I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the CBLs, that's the Certified BAM Lovers. Also a huge shout out to the Priests of Fire, 2nd tier. Best Brilith Gang could be the real CBLs. And a huge shout out to tier 3, the 5th Zen Gods. Shout out to Big Chief, Gray, Johnny Rogers, Ketan, Lucky Roo, Muzaka, Scobe, Simi, Zyler, Scotty, Big Abdel, Agrona Vitera. Your support is greatly appreciated. The other day, I was able to eat some sugared grass that was frozen like popsicles. We moving on up, people. We eating good now.